In today's news, the fifth COVID-19 death recorded in the British Virgin Islands.
And Opposition Leader Marlon Penn urges residents to get informed and vaccinated and says cooperation by all is needed to save the BVI.
CCT CEO Mr. Averad Penn issues statement after a long-standing cable TV member passes away from complications of COVID-19.
And the BVI is to receive 3,040 additional vaccines and 15,000 home kits from the UK by next week.
In addition to that, radio show host Claude Skelton Cline hints at calling another gangster summit in the British Virgin Islands. All this and so much more after a word from our sponsors. You're watching 284 News.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome everyone. It's Wednesday, July 14th, 2021. I'm Kamal Haynes.
And I'm Ron Grant. It is always a pleasure coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. We've got you covered from Jasmine Night to Virgin Gorda, Tortola, and Anegada. Before we get into our newscast today, just touching on a few summary items. Of course, 247K is said to be needed to furnish the Ministry of Finance. In addition to that, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force are reviewing unsolved murders and cold cases for a deeper probe, says top cop Collins. I know this comes at very good news for many of the families that have lost loved ones to murder. In addition to that, we have lost a fifth person due to the complications of COVID-19 in the BVI. Beginning on the local scene, the British Virgin Islands is now mourning the death of another person tested positive for COVID-19. This brings the territory's COVID-19 related death to 5 as of press time. Now the deceased, Mr. Charles De Freitas, affectionately known to us all as Charlie, was employed at BVI Cable TV for some 17 years and was renowned for his craft and outstanding personality. De Freitas, 48, was admitted to the ICU but succumbed to complications early last evening at the Dr. G. Orlando Smith on July 13th, 2021. A father, a husband, a friend, viewers, allow us this evening to remember one of our very own, a colleague and friend, someone we know personally and who has contributed significantly to this company, Mr. Charlie De Freitas. We honor his memory today with a moment of silence. Thank you all. Now, in regards to the recent passing of Mr. De Freitas, our CEO, Mr. Averad Penn, not only felt it necessary to weigh in on this situation, but to reach the general public on the present situation as it pertains to COVID-19 in the British Virgin Islands. Take a look.
Today, CCT and BVI Cable TV took the unprecedented step, especially as an essential service, to close most of our operations, including our store and our business office. We still continue to keep the call center open to deal with urgent needs of our customers. However, we needed time to process. Yesterday, we learned of the sudden passing of our team member and friend, Charles De Freitas. Charlie, as he was affectionately called, joined our BVI Cable TV family in 2004 as a field technician. We will always remember Charlie for his wit, his dedication to the job, and above all, his personality that was quick to light up any room that he stepped into. May his soul rest in peace. I want to also take this opportunity to make an impassioned plea to all you who have not been vaccinated to please consider getting vaccinated. The truth is the vaccine will not prevent you from contracting the disease, but all the science suggests it will help you fight it. The reality is everyone has a pre-existing condition, whether we are aware of them or not. Look at your family history, and you will no doubt see potential risk factors in your future, even if you don't believe they have manifested themselves yet. There are simply too many people in the BVI who have already tested positive for any of us to think we can simply avoid this. Exposure is inevitable, and none of us knows if we or someone we love will be the unlucky one who is severely impacted. Vaccinated persons who get COVID almost invariably recover. Ultimately, this is not about not getting sick. This is about survival. Please, please, please go and get vaccinated.
Viewers, still ahead, Opposition Leader Marlon Penn urges residents to get informed and vaccinated and says cooperation by all is needed to save the British Virgin Islands. We have all this and so much more after a word from our sponsors. You're watching 284 News.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer in line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Well, viewers, welcome back. Well, following the recent spike in COVID-19 cases in the British Virgin Islands, Opposition Leader Marlon Penn has joined the masses in urging residents to become vaccinated. Well, Penn made the plea in a recent statement where he said the recent situation being experienced in the territory is a major cause for concern. Well, he believes that it is up to the territory. If the territory is to reverse the increasing numbers of active COVID-19 cases, it will take the cooperation of all residents on the island who must play their part.
For this war, every man, woman and child must join in the fight. We all have a responsibility to fight. We all have a role in this battle. We all must stand ready and take up the mantle, for it is the future of our Virgin Islands that is at stake. We have many weapons at our disposal. The science, global experiences, and our own recent experiences has demonstrated that vaccination is the best weapon currently available. For those of you who can safely take the vaccine after consultation with your healthcare professionals, I plead with you, please do so. I repeat, if you can safely take the vaccine, please do so. To the person who is not yet vaccinated, please take the opportunity to educate yourself on issues such as the purpose of vaccinations, the risks, the benefits, its successes, herd immunity, health protocols, quarantining and self-isolating, etc. Reach out to medical professionals for guidance on these topics and advice. Ask your employer to assist you with counseling and listen to official sources of information. To vaccinate or not vaccinate is a personal decision. To educate yourself properly to support the personal decision you make is probably even more important. I recognize that the discussions surrounding the vaccine are many and varied. As the debates rage on, I urge that we all be respectful of each other's individual views and opinions, and particularly of people's personal medical situation or religious convictions.
Well, the opposition leader also warned that a failure to seek vaccination and to adhere to the COVID-19 protocols at all times could contribute to the territory suffering more severe consequences. Well, these include such as another 24-hour lockdown, another border closure, severe collapse of our healthcare system, economy, and further loss of lives. Well, Penn therefore called for an expansion of the territory's education campaign on the COVID-19 to assist with further enlightening residents so that they can be further informed.
We must also expand our education campaign, and with a strong focus on the individual, if we are to make greater progress in defeating COVID-19. Every citizen needs to be engaged so that we can express, learn, and understand each other's views, fears and concerns, reservations, and truths. We must answer each other truthfully, clearly, and fully, supported by credible information and the best actions to halt the spread of the virus. I thank those in the medical community who have already done so, whether privately or publicly, and urge them to continue with their educational campaigns and encourage others to be more vocal. It is imperative that our public and private healthcare sectors work together on any educational strategy for the benefit of the community.
Penn also offered his condolences to the families and friends of loved ones who lost their lives as a result of the COVID-19 virus. He further offered his support of prayers to the many individuals who are presently battling with the virus.
The virus has brought about an overarching feeling of loss. The loss of loved ones, the loss of livelihood, the loss of physical time with family and friends. To those who have lost loved ones, I offer my deepest condolences. It is said that grief is love with nowhere to go. It is all the love you want to give, but cannot. I urge us all to take a moment of silence now in solidarity with the grieving families and to pay our respects to those that have passed. To those who are otherwise affected by the current outbreak, I offer prayerful support and pray God's blessings for your healing and restoration medically, financially, and emotionally.
Around here we see yet another prominent figure in the territory urging residents to get vaccinated as a means to combat the present situation in the BVI.
Absolutely, Kamal. We are not new to losing someone to COVID-19. Of course, our first COVID-19 related death was back in April of 2020. I think what's different in this present situation is that not only is COVID-19 affecting households and particularly in the first instance one family, but these are local Virgin Islanders, and as weird as it might sound, it hits a little bit different for many persons when it's so close to their friends and family. One of the things that in many persons, like the Honorable Leader for the Opposition weighing in on this situation, I think unlike him in this particular case, we have seen many of our leaders pretty much gone silent. We went to a stage from being in a bubble to being closed in to now opening up, and now essentially being at risk for a myriad of exposures. But we have a number of legislators who are constantly on Facebook, speaking about a number of very pivotal issues and some very cynical, to be honest. But now when you have such a situation, it seems as though many of our legislators have gone mute. They're not speaking about the situation, and I think this speaks volumes. So I would encourage other leaders like the Honorable Minister and Leader of the Opposition to continue to speak and use their voice and their platform to encourage persons to really do what's necessary to keep themselves safe and the wider BVI.
I totally agree with you, Ron. And also we would see in the BVA especially a lot of misinformation being, preventing the vaccination process as well. Well, now to news of COVID-19 updates regarding vaccinations, where the British Virgin Islands is scheduled to receive some 3,040 additional COVID-19 vaccines by Monday, July 19th, and 15,000 home kits from the United Kingdom government. The Minister for Health, Carvin Malone, made a disclosure during a recent COVID-19 update to the territory last evening. Well, he welcomed the additional vaccines, which comes at a time when the current vaccines are soon set to be expired. Take a listen.
As you may be well aware, the current doses of vaccines that we have will expire on July 31st. But we have continued to administer first doses. The rate of administration is not high enough. We need that rate to be increased because the UK has already indicated, the government in cabinet today has indicated that another 3,040 doses will be supplied on the 19th of July, 2021, and this batch will expire sometime in August. In August, they have committed to more. But it's not going to make any sense for us to continue to get these doses if we do not use them effectively. We have to know that it's a matter of lives, and it is a matter of livelihoods. It's not just a conversation anymore. This is real. In addition, the UK has also indicated that 15,000 home kits for monitoring COVID-19 is on its way also. So with Public Health England, with the UK's commitment, we have a number of issues and a number of assistance that will be forthcoming.
Minister Malone also revealed that his government has been in discussions with the relevant authorities to secure additional versions of the vaccine for those persons who may not want to take the UK's AstraZeneca vaccine. But these options will include the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, which are administered in the United States. Take a listen.
We have also been in contact, and we'll find ways in which those persons requiring the Pfizer, Moderna vaccines could possibly have access to them if this is your only holdup for this. We will seek ways in which we can do this. We'll give you a hotline number which to call, and we will see how this could be done. Everything must be done to return the Virgin Islands to the Virgin Islands that we can roam free, caring, but able to do this without the fear of this virus.
Well, this vaccine update comes at a time where the government has been pushing for more persons to seek vaccination to help curb the current spike in COVID-19 cases that the territory is experiencing. Well, according to the health officials, approximately 80% of the territory's population must be vaccinated if the BVI is to reach their goal of herd immunity.
Viewers, up next, BVI COVID-19 Income Support Program now open. Stacie Stoutt-James breaks it down for us and gives us the eligibility details as well as registration. All this and so much more when 284 News returns. Brilliant Hands and Minds Tutoring Services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals. Viewers, welcome back. The government of the Virgin Islands has launched a COVID-19 income support program to support vulnerable individuals and families experiencing economic hardship due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, the COVID-19 income support program is being implemented by the Social Development Department under the umbrella of the Ministry of Health and Social Development, along, of course, with the World Food Program and Caribbean Cellular Telephone Company, your home team, CCT. The program also includes support from the UN COVID-19 Response and Recovery Fund for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean Multi-Country Office. Recently, I sat down with Deputy Social Development Officer and Program Lead Coordinator, Ms. Stacie Stoutt-James, who shed much light on the program, eligibility, and registration. Take a look.
Okay, so the income support program is one of the other programs that complement government-led initiatives. We've had Social Security Board who rolled out their unemployment assistance benefit. We had elected representatives giving assistance grants to their program. We've had trade, small business program through trade department, as well as the electricity fund who carried out the amnesty program. So it is just one of the many programs that government has rolled out since the pandemic.
All right, now who's the target audience?
Okay, so persons who can benefit from income support, they can be a BVI citizen, a belonger, somebody who holds a work permit or a work permit exemption. In order for them to benefit, though, they have to meet all of the following criteria. They have to have continuous employment at least 6 months before the pandemic happened, which would lead us to September 1st of 2019 to March 20th. And that employment should not have been interrupted. Also, they have to be currently unemployed, underemployed meaning working less than 35 working hours per week. They have to be available to work. They can be between the ages of 17 to 65. They should not have received any of the other government-led COVID-related initiatives that I just indicated to you about. And they should not have received any income support from elected representatives before.
Understood. Now, does this include self-employed individuals at all, Ms. Stoutt?
Yes, it includes informal workers. So once they're self-employed, they should be the only person on their payroll and they can benefit from the program as well. They will just need to provide, they will just need to provide supporting documents as all the others, and we can go through that and detail what those documents are and what those documents will be.
Great. So I'm glad you brought up documents. What type of documents need to be submitted upon submitting the application?
Okay, I want to make sure I get it right, so let me make sure I look at my notes. So persons who are unemployed, they need to provide us with a termination of service layoff form from their previous employer. If that form is not available, then a termination letter or note or any contact information from the employer, including a verification form, can be submitted and we accept it. If somebody is unemployed and interested in registering, we would need to get the last 3 payslips from their current employer so that we can verify those hours that I just recently spoke with you about. If somebody is self-employed, they would need to provide us with their trade license, as well as any of the other 2 that I'm going to list to you. So those business receipts to prove and demonstrate that they purchased things related to their business. Any kind of association membership from BVI Chamber of Commerce, that will be accepted, and any other documents that demonstrates that they've worked in the relevant sector. So that would be a certificate of good standing if that is available to them, or a Social Security Board certificate, or an Inland Revenue certificate, for instance.
Great. Now registration is now open. And walk us through how persons can actually get registered. Do they call your office? Is there a website that they can visit?
Yes. Persons, if I go back to the grant, we have one more category that we didn't capture, and that's the informal workers. So those workers, one of the criteria is they have to be the only person that are employed, and they can unauthorized letter from their pastor or elected representative that will verify that they are in fact self-employed and informal workers. Okay? So to answer your question about how persons can apply, we have persons can self-register online if they go to the government's website. I think it's the second tab in, and they double click and they can self-register themselves. We will just ask them to upload the documents, make sure they have all the documents prepared with them, so that at the time when the documents are required to be uploaded, they have all the information in front of them, so that they can go ahead and upload the document. For those persons who is not as technical savvy, they can call the numbers that we've provided out there to the public, and we want to thank CCT. CCT dedicated 10 lines for this program for us, and we're internally grateful to them for that. So they have numbers on Portola that they can apply. I can share those numbers with you. For persons who want to apply on Virgin Border, we provided 3 numbers dedicated to this program for that. In Anegada, we have the district officer who is assisting us over there with that. as well as our district officer on Virgin Water and just like the persons who want to register, they can call their numbers in addition to the additional 10 numbers that we have for persons on port.
Wonderful. You can go ahead and share those numbers for us for the listening audience.
Okay, so persons on Portola can call 440-3106, 440-3107, 440-3110, 440-3112, 440-3116, and 440-3118. For persons whose language, English might not be their first language, we have Spanish-speaking enumerators, and those persons can call them directly at 440-3127 or 440-3119. For Virgin Water, persons can call 468-9373 or 468-9506. That's our district officer number on Virgin Water. For our sister island and Igata, persons can call 368-9712, and on Just Van Dyke, 9013.
Viewers, just so you know, registration for the program ends tomorrow, Friday, so be sure to sign up if you are eligible. Ms. Stoutt also indicated that for some persons who may not feel as though they are qualified for the program, she still encourages you to sign up, and if the Department of Social Development is able to provide assistance at any point, they will seek to do so. Viewers, continuing on local scene, as of course is expected with so much happening in the Virgin Islands, the Miss British Virgin Islands Committee has announced the postponement of the 2021 Miss BVI pageant. Now, the committee initially had a myriad of activities, including a personal interview. Of course, they recently did their launch of contestants. They have now issued a statement urging the public and, of course, contestants that they are now postponing the Miss British Virgin Islands pageant, which has seen some 6 young ladies come to the forefront to represent the territory of the Virgin Islands. Miss Natalie Hodge, she came forward and, of course, mentioned that the utmost importance to the general public and, of course, the Miss BVI committee is essentially to make sure that all persons concerned are safe. And with this comes the postponement of the Miss British Virgin Islands pageant until further notice.
That's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us on our daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVA on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes.
And I'm Ron Grant. Do have a beautiful rest of the day. We implore you to continue to be safe and enjoy yourselves in a safe manner. We are so thankful that we're able to bring you our daily happenings, both locally, regionally, and internationally. I'm Ron Grant for 284 News. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Bye-bye.